3:06 is the next here at Moonee Valley. Again, let's have a tote update for you with the favourite here at $5.10 and $1.60 here for Chesham, still retaining favouritism. Jamestown, $6.10 and $2.30. And number 14, not out of contention, Crooked Lad, Aaron Spiteri's ride, which we will have a check on. At $6.60 and $2.10. Now I'm just looking here, a win at Kyneton in dead going. Looks like the horse can handle all types of going. I'm just looking through the form here, Ross. Second of 13 at Geelong, over 2,200 behind Time Chase. Now Time Chase given a chance in this, but Time Chance has come up big odds at $11.80 and $3.90. So we're talking about a horse that finished behind Time Chase at Geelong, won at $6.60 and the winner at $11.80. Interesting reversal of prices there. Let's go trackside to Roy Higgins and see what Roy's thoughts are as to this race 4, the first leg of the quaddie from Moonee Valley.
Race 4 on the program here, the New World Handicap, over 2,040 winners of 40 metres. I did like the look of number 7, Chesham, won here by Dane Hill from the Freedman camp. His last start, he ran a very good race when narrowly beaten at Bendigo. That was a pretty strong field. He looks to have trained on. He looks as though the distance will suit. Sammy Highland on board with a claim by, geez, well weighted, and a nice type. I've marked him on top of number 14, Crooked Lad. Now, I do believe this horse will give you a good side. He does looking in excellent shape. He's a big, strong guy. He's an on-pace runner. He's going to be up near the lead most of the way. He'll give you a very good side. Number 8, Jamestown, a last start placing in Morphettville in South Australia. He too went through the yard looking good. And from the others, number 11, Tactics, a new addition to the Johnny Marr camp. This horse does have a win at Warwick Farm over a bit of ground. Probably here for a jumping career, but he does look as though he's going to put a hand in this race. So in order, I've marked them number 7, Chesham, to beat 14, Crooked Lad, 8, Jamestown, and 11, Tactics. Good luck.
Thanks very much, Roy. What a wonderful sight it is here at Moonee Valley with the new Strathair track. You can see horses just doing their preliminaries, and of course they'll start from where that other famous race does, the Cox Plate.
And Chesham, which is fancied by Roy, and I think you certainly throw it in with a strong chance, Rob, by the great Dane Hill. And there's just so many horses being produced by this great Irish sire who spends part of the year out here. He's had more lovers than Princess Di and Prince Charles put together, Dane Hill, but they don't subject thoroughbred breeding horses to the same morality, do they, as members of the royal family? He just, heck of a job Dane Hill's got. He just lines up and all day, every day, and he's thrown some great horses. So on breeding, you would give Chesham a huge chance in this. Owned by a couple of battlers, of course, Lloyd Williams and Kerry Packer. And Kerry might be down here to have a bet because there was a newspaper report early last week, I think, which said that one of the casinos in Las Vegas had banned him from betting there anymore after he cleaned them out for $26 million. So I don't know that there are any bookmakers who'd set Kerry for $26 million here today at Cox Plate, but if there are, he'd be trying, I would think.
Well, we'll find out from one big man to another big man as to whether he's seen the big man in the betting ring, whether he has seen Mr. Packer down there having a bet on his horse Chesham, but I rate him a real top chance.
When you've got as much money as Mr. Packer, you probably get someone to put them on for you, Rob, I'd say. And, well, there is some money being sent around on Chesham, I can tell you here. And I can tell you that he's been very well tried in the ring, so much so that he's the clear-cut favourite, Chesham, to be ridden here by Sam Highland, who will claim 3 kilos. I'll quickly take you through the changes to the race book on this race. Number 5, Exciting Ranch, Stephen Vella claims 3 kilos. 7, Chesham, as we said, Sam Highland claiming 3. Number 8, Jamestown, David Taggart, a ½ kilo over, 53 kilos, the weight to be carried there. Then go over the page in the race book to number 10, Skystream, at 52.5 is plus a half for Michael Clark. I can also tell you that Tactics claims 1 kilo for Vlad Durick. Vlad Durick taking 1 kilo off the back of Tactics. Summer Breeze, which is certainly an omen tip down here, being blown away at the moment. Claim of 3 kilos for Andrew Payne here. Number 13, Time Chase, Travis Harrison claiming 1.5, and Andrew Finlay claiming 1.5 on Crooked Lad. A catch ride for Andrew, who takes over from Aaron Spiteri. Aaron had a fall in the previous race. He is okay. He was a little bit shaken, so much so that he relinquished the ride in this race coming up on number 14, Crooked Lad, but will be able to fulfil his other engagements for the remainder of the afternoon. He'll be back on in race 5. Looking at the betting ring, the favourite clear cut, though, is Chesham. Chesham the favourite way. second pick in the betting would certainly be in the order of, just looking here, Crooked Lad somewhere thereabouts. Crooked Lad is in the market, along with Exciting Ranch. Exciting Ranch would be the clear second pick. Third pick in the race is Crooked Lad. Indy Raj also sharing that third berth of favouritism, but certainly the favourite way is with Chesham. And we spoke with Lee Friedman earlier. He said with the lighter weight today, this horse carried 59 in a Class 4 race last start. Better suited at this distance and certainly better suited in this weight range. And with the 3 kilos off, gets in under 50 kilos. So really well weighted in the race. I've put them in as 2, 7, 11 here, putting Chesham in for second behind Indy Raj as they start to move up. Tactics for third. Good luck if you're having a try.
Thanks very much, Brendan. Well, we've had a try on the try, actually. Ross, my turn this time to fork out with the $12. Now, 5, 7, 11, 13 are our numbers we've gone for. You've picked the 5. For what reason?
Because, I'll tell you, it's a very scientific reason. I rang up a bloke who knows a lot about punting and he tipped it to me.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
actually, I noticed it's well down in weight. That's the only difference.
Yeah, it's come down a bit in weight. Georgie Hanlon's brought it all the way up from Leopold, and my source, Professor Pete, tells me that he reckons that drop in weight, and Georgie's he's a bit canny, and he's brought it to town. And well, if you think about it, George Hanlon, why would he bother bringing something up from Leopold to Moonee Valley when he could be sitting with his legs up watching the Australian Open? He's here to win.
Perhaps the 14,000 first prize might have a little something to do with it too, because remember the trainer gets 10% of that. $4.50 for the favourite now. Chesham from the Lee Friedman camp is the popular rate, both with tote punters and with bookmakers outside to call all the action for race 4. First leg of the quaddie. Here's our caller Brian Blackmore.
They're set for a start now, race 4. Ready to go, light is on and the way. They've gone away well. Crooked Lad Tactics near the inside away quickly with Skystream. Chesham's begun smoothly and Super Seigneur up handy early doors. Wider out is Exciting Ranch, Jamestown and Boulder Man. Here's a battle early doors. They're spread across the track where Crooked Lad now takes over from Skystream. Out very deep Red Diamond. Chesham about 4 off the rails working forward. Mr. Medusa is over on the inside behind the leader with Tactics. A length further back Super Seigneur ridden back today. Time Chase on the inside and trapped out a little bit deep is Jamestown with Exciting Ranch. A length away to Boulder Man, 2 to Summer Breeze and about 4 to Indirage on its inside tribe. 1,400 metres out and the leader is Crooked Lad by a length to Rare Diamond. Skystream over on the inside and Chesham now getting 1 off the rails. A length away then comes Mr. Medusa. Behind it Tactics out very deep Super Seigneur from Jamestown. Exciting Ranch and over on the inside Time Chase, a line of 4 there. A length further back was Boulder Man. Behind it Summer Breeze, 2 lengths to Indirage and last of all is Tribe. 1,000 metres out into the back and Crooked Lad leading by a half length now and neck to Red Diamond. Chesham is third in the centre. Red Diamond stuck out 3 deep now. 2.5 to Skystream, 2 away Super Seigneur. Mr. Medusa on the inside, a length to Tactics, 1.5 to Jamestown. Back behind it Exciting Ranch on the inside, another 2 to Boulder Man with Time Chase, Summer Breeze. 3 to Indirage and Tribe is last of all, a dozen off the lead. Heading down to the 800 metre mark and the leader was Crooked Lad. A half length in front of Red Diamond, 2.5 to Chesham. Another 3 lengths to Skystream. They're sprinting now from Tactics. Jamestown over on the outside making ground. Super Seigneur hard ridden. Getting up on the inside then was Exciting Ranch and further back Mr. Medusa, Boulder Man and Summer Breeze. Crooked Lad is gone as they run to the turn where Red Diamond takes the lead, immediately tackled by Chesham. Jamestown over on the outside coming after Chesham from Tactics and working into it is Exciting Ranch and from a long way back Indirage and then Summer Breeze around the turn of the 200 and Jamestown's gone up and headed off Chesham. Tactics, Exciting Ranch, Red Diamond and further back Indirage. Jamestown the leader. Tactics on the outside trying to get to it. Exciting Ranch back to the rails. Jamestown in front, Exciting Ranch running home strongly. Jamestown in front, Exciting Ranch going to it and got up right on the line. Exciting Ranch has just beaten Jamestown. Tactics third. Then Indirage behind it, Chesham who failed to stay from Red Diamond. Then Summer Breeze. Time Chase back behind it, Mr. Medusa. Then Skystream at the head of the others. Then Boulder Man. Well back Crooked Lad Tribe and last to pull up was Super Seigneur.
Well, we got warm.
We're getting warm.
We got very, very warm then. The winner, number 5, Exciting Ranch, a big drop in weights, and as you said before, George Hanlon wouldn't bring a horse to town unless he thought it was up to the task, and it's duly saluted, number 5. Let's have a look at the placings. Number 8, Jamestown, game in defeat at the same time. The bottom line with the favourite Chesham just didn't get the journey. Was ridden a treat by young Sam Highland and just failed to run out the 2,040 metres. But Exciting Ranch poking his bib out right on the line. I think you'll find it doesn't matter how much more you look at it, Rod. I think you've got the money. That's the main thing.
Promise me.
5, 8, 11, 2 and 7. So all we had to do was throw the 8 in. We had a little bit of money. In fact, I didn't mind the horse. I don't know why I didn't throw it in. But then again, them's the breaks. That's why we'll front up for the next and have another little try.
And that was interesting too, that Exciting Ranch. I mean, that was another example of this new, generous pattern of racing here at Moonee Valley. But that was a very patient ride by young Stephen Vella. And, well, in the old days, before the Strathayr track, you would have said he was too far back to win a race like that. But you can be a bit more patient and you reap the rewards.
All right, winner coming back to scale here for the first leg of the quaddie. Just having a look at Brendan Cormack's thoughts, if I can find what his quaddie pick was, to see whether or not we're still alive. Yes, we are. So he put 5 in the first leg, so we're off to a good start. Here's the replay up the side. Here's the favourite in front here, Sam Highland, not in front, but about to come 3 wide on the extreme outside. The 2 in front, you'll find, will start to fold just before this bottom corner. Little Sammy just edges him out. Comes to the extreme outside. Here's the Terry O'Sullivan trained horse in the yellow colours on the extreme outside. And the Patience, have a look at the Patience here on the green colours. And you can call it in from here and watch your money come to the line. Beautiful, yes. He's waited and decided to stick near the inside. And everything else is found round. He's in the green cap, and it's a mixture of green and brown. There's the horse, Exciting Ranch. Pokes up on the inside. Took every bit of the straight here at Moonee Valley to catch Jamestown, but did it with a bob of the heads right on the line. And God bless his little heart, Stephen Vella gets it up. Just goes to show how a dip on the line can bring a horse back into it, but it's got there. Well, I know one lady that'll be very happy that Jamestown at least has run a place, the manager of Trump Towers, where I stayed last night. That was her tip this morning. Jamestown. You were very impressed with the accommodation at Trump Towers. You said, particularly the dressing gowns there, you said they were so fluffy you could hardly get your suitcase closed, could you? Even, I can tell you, even the ducks in the bathroom, they have these little ducks sitting on the spa. Even the ducks had gold beaks and gold web feet. Well, true story. That'll be a golden duck, then, would it? Speaking of the Pakistanis, they're apparently 3 for 190. OK, let's have a look as these horses come back to scale at the totes. And the winner. Exciting Ranch? Yes, well, I'll do everything except the trifecta because that causes us too much pain. But $5.70 and $2.20 for Exciting Ranch. Open about $10.60, so it's come right in. $2.80 for Jamestown. And actually, we should be kicked because we had the 8. And Tactics, $3.40. $36 for the Cornella 5 and 8. 982 lovely for 5, 8 and 11, the trifecta. Running double, we've broken the picket fences with 1 and 5 getting up $15.10. Next for telecast is at Geelong. It's the first leg of the quadrella and the daily double down there, race 4. It's the Sunny Crust, John Minnis and Yong Ming Lee. Class 1 handicap. John Minnis, of course, now what was John? He was the discus thrower, shot putter. Oh, gee, you've got me there, Rob. Can I be quite honest? He's a Geelongite. In fact, I think he's a poultry farmer. Well, well done, because I've got no idea who John Minns is. And Jong Min Lee is a bit of a mystery to me as well. It's nice of Pat Law to leave his hat with the steward in charge of today's, Des Gleeson, in charge of today's proceedings. And they just have to come in, step on the scales, the jockeys, hand over their cap and whip, because I suppose that's because they don't form part of the weight. Doesn't look to be too many problems. If they've got any objections to anything that's happened in the race and they want to lodge a protest, they turn around and whisper in Des's sylph-like ear, like is happening right at the moment, by the look of it, Rob. Okay. I think we're going to find that there's a protest here. Or there is some problem, but it looks more like an administrative problem than a protest. Have a look at Pat Payne. It's not all that long ago we saw this little fellow, the size of threepence, and he's getting tall. And I think that's the thing that's probably going to put Paddy out of racing, his size and his weight. Let's go trackside. Dan Malecki is standing by. I hope perhaps the lactic acid has worn off after the fun run. He's still got the gear on anyhow. The Sunny Crust, John Minns and Yong Ming Lee, Class 1 handicap, first leg of the quaddie and daily double.
Mate, I'll have a quick shower right after this race. It's taken me 45 minutes to get around the course. I never knew the hill was that big at the 800, by goodness. Just spent 15 minutes in the hands of the ambulance attendants, and I'm fine, would you believe? I even had a diabetes test, and I'm all right, so I'm certainly on the improve. Now, race number 4, they're on the track going to the start here for this, a pretty wide open affair. Ocean Wave, one trained by Mark Bairstow, is the popular pick. It's at $3.10 and $1.70. Does look very well. Not a very big filly by Biska Wong, but she does look well, and she's got good form next to her name, including winning form. Horse I thought looked all right was the 4-year-old, the one with the sway back, Wild Reflection. Horse number 8 did look particularly well. In fact, if there had to be a pick on looks, it'd be number 8, and yet it's at $21. Now, often the looks don't often match up to perhaps the form and ability, but if you had to go on looks alone, it'd be the top pick. The 5, like me about half an hour ago, sweating up profusely. That's Just Watch, which is a little bit of a trap because it's not an overly hot day here, so it's sweating up the 5, Just Watch. NASA Prince wearing blinkers. Jason Patton's got the ride. A staying type of horse, but is certainly forward enough to run a race. Expected to get back, but also expected to be running on at the finish. If you're wanting to include it, it's at about $14.70. One of 2 from the stable of Leon Corsons, and I thought it was the pick. The other's an unraced filly by Dieu d'Or, and that breed often produce horses first up. Taj Gold, though, perhaps may well need the run, but NASA Prince looked pretty well. Riding change, B. Rawilla on 10, Obliteration here, and in the 5th event, the rider of number 12, Share Sharper, is seed in. Now, as far as the quaddie's concerned, the first leg's pretty open, race number 4. Take as many as you can, and the second leg of the quadrilla, 1, 3 and 4 are the top 3 picks, and I think the only chances, no doubt the shortest way to go would be in leg number 3, number 4, Hot Sunday, but expect it to be pretty short. And in the 4th leg, I thought one at odds was number 12, Serving, and even at it bigger odds, number 16, Kalani Mac, and their brackets 7 and 3 in the quadrilla. That may well be the way to go. I think the hardest leg is the first leg, and we're around 3 minutes away from a start for race number 4 at Geelong.
Thanks, Danny. Come back to you shortly. Let's go trackside again here at Moonee Valley. Winning jockey of the last, I think, is with Brendan Cormack.
That's right, Rob. Stephen Vella joining us. There is a hold on correct weight here. The jockey on the 3rd placed Tactics, Vlad Jurek, wants to have a look at the film before deciding whether or not he may protest in respect of the running of the 4th race. So we'll wait for correct weight there. But one fella that looks to be safely home here is certainly Stephen Vella. Stephen, congratulations on your winning ride there, and a great thrill for you. That's what, your 10th winner in town now?
Yes, it is. My 10th winner in town. It's my third ride for Mr. Hanlon, and my 2nd winner for him. And he's looked after me and put me on a couple of horses.
Well, Stephen, your story's a great one because you've been able to come back from terrible injuries. You had a very bad fall. Was it Easter going back 2 or 2.5 years ago on a horse at Caulfield? You had some terrible injuries that you suffered there.
Yes, well, I rode a horse there, Jubilant Nancy, for John Simons in 2,000 metre race, and just after the beginning, probably 100 metres after the start, I got tightened up for room and went for the running rail and broke both arms just below the shoulder, and was out for 2 years and done me radial nerve palsy in my right arm, but give me no movement in my right wrist. It was a while ago, but come back.
You've managed to get on top of all those problems, and you're now starting to get the rides in town that you so richly deserve. You rode a horse earlier in the spring, a horse called Regal Tear for Gerald Ryan, and it brought you a lot of acclaim with many of the media and many of the other trainers too. They were quick to realise that you certainly were firing.
Yes, well, Mr. Ryan put me on a couple of winners so far, and Regal Tear was a good win. I had a lot of luck on him, and he won well. And after that, I had a few rides in town, but not that much luck in the races.
Well, better luck over the Christmas period, Stephen, and congratulations today for winning on Exciting Ranch. Well done.
All right, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Stephen Vella there, and we're just standing by now for the protest details. It sounds as though we certainly have one. No, ignore it. There you go. There you go. Ignore it. Correct weight there on the running of the 4th event on the card here, halfway home, and the numbers 5, 8 and 11.
Bren, while you're just still down there, young Dean Misson, was that his first winner in town?
I can't be sure of that because Dean was in such a hurry. Rob, he's gone to Geelong, and I really didn't have much time to talk to him. I suspect that he might have had a winner in Adelaide. For Peter Tennant, possibly.
Correct.
But of course, he's one of a set of twins, and I'm not too sure which one it was that rode the winner in Adelaide for Peter Tennant. So I'd have to have pot luck and say it might have been Dean. But yeah, Dean's gone back to Geelong, so he may well ride a double today, one here and one there.
All right, well, maybe he's gone back to Geelong. We're going to have to go back to Geelong now for race 4. Only just a couple still to move in. Mikado Magic, the next to move up with Stephen Knoll. The favourite here at $3.10 and $1.90 is number 6. That's Ocean Wave. Can Toby Bairstow train a double? We'll find out shortly. Let's go down. Horses all in the gates. Race 4 at Geelong.
They're racing. Oh, good start. A little slow, though, Cyclone Buddy, and dwelling afterwards, nearly obliteration. And one of the best out, Golden Express, is going to lead from Just Watch. Limited favour kicking up inside. The Motion Wave lands 4th. Star of Renouncing 5th. Deep Tour to force the middle. Next in the middle, Wild Reflection drifting back. Mikado Magic, Golden Tan. Next then came Taj Gold, the inside 2 lengths. Nazza Prince back second last, obliteration. Cyclone Buddy deep last of all. In front, Golden Express very keen and running. Leads 2 lengths. Second, Just Watch. There 3 lengths to limited favour, and the favourite Ocean Wave is 4th, and the first 2 are nearly 4 to 5 in front of the pack. Star of Renouncing deep. Next in the middle, Wild Reflection. In between runners, Tour de Force. Wider on the field as they run towards the corner now, trying to make ground. Golden Tan, but it's very deep. Mikado Magic the middle. Nazza Prince, Cyclone Buddy right out the back is Obliteration and Taj Gold on the corner. Golden Express has gone very quick, straightens up 2 lengths in front. Just Watch trying to run it down there, 2 lengths to limited favour. Star of Renouncing starting to make ground from a mile back. Cyclone Buddy trying to get to a place, but by the 200, this has still got a big lead here. Golden Express is 3 or 4 in front of Star of Renouncing. Nazza Prince from the pack making ground with Just Watch, but an easy one, Golden Express. A pretty strong effort. Golden Express by 3 or 4. Star of Renouncing second, Photo third, Just Watch or Nazza Prince. Nazza Prince put the David on the line and put itself right there. Golden Tan with limited favour, very close. Ocean Wave didn't really run on first value, is within the middle there with it also. Is Wild Reflection next to each other with Taj Gold, Obliteration, Mikado Magic. Cyclone Buddy wound up but didn't make ground the last 200 last in.
A night at the Trots is a great night for a group function or fundraiser. Social clubs, sporting clubs, a family get-together, or even an intimate dinner for a small group. In fact, for groups from 2 to 800, it's great value. There's a wide range of packages from exclusive dining boxes to lavish smorgasbords. Call Pat on 9370 4000 for all the details.
Harness racing, now that is big.
I'm taking the Jefferson Ford lie detector test again. Jefferson Ford's used cars are absolutely A1 condition. A2, A3. And we have an offer that will never be repeated. It will not happen again for a long time. It happens all the time. And that offer is $5,000 minimum trade-in. See, it's true. Would I ever lie to you?
$5,000 minimum trade-in only from Jefferson Ford, the greatest car dealer in the free world.
Jefferson, Jefferson, Jefferson Ford.
The Harness Card. At last, a card to reward harness fans. For just $60, you'll go harness racing across Victoria to 385 meetings, including all Moonee Valley harness meetings. That's right, no admission price. And harness card holders will also receive attractive rewards throughout the season. To purchase your card, contact Harness Racing Victoria on 9375 4255 or obtain your card at any harness racing club. The Harness Card. It's the card that will harness the future.
From the Channel 31 Community Notice Board, World AIDS Day is on Thursday, 30th of November. A prayer vigil will be held at St Carthage's Catholic Church, Royal Parade, Parkville from 7 to 8:30 p.m. The theme will be shared rights and shared responsibilities. For more information, phone 9824 0100. If your community group would like to display a message on our Community Notice Board, phone Channel 31 on 965 610. That's 9650 5610 during business hours.
Interim dividends at Geelong on race 4, first leg of the quaddie down there in the Daily Double. Good win to Golden Express. Craig Dinn, the winning rider down there, has returned 8.30, 3.10, 2.10 for number 4. That Star of Renouncing, under the name of Sweet Susie, I think, has come out come out running today to return 8.30 and 3.10. Here's the trifecta for 9, 4 and 5, $501 even. Let's go to Mildura for the first leg of the Mildura Quad Extra up there today. 7 minutes to race 5. The favourite here is OK Marie at $3.10 and $1.80 from Ottawa, I should say, $4.20 and $2.70. You can take out number 11, that's Utah Jazz, and that's the only scratching out of race 5. Over 1,750 metres, there should be a little bit of a fly up there. Rob Auber joins us now with his thoughts on the first leg of the quaddie. Not quite ready for us up there, Robbie, but he will be there very, very shortly.
Making history today at Moonee Valley, of course. I think that was the first occasion on a racetrack in Australia in which a siren has gone to indicate that there was no protest.
What would you put that down to?
I don't know. It's like that episode. Are you a Simpsons fan? It's the fan of the Simpsons. One of the biggest rating programs here on Channel 31.
Not normally at that time of the night. No.
There's a marvellous episode where Homer Simpson applies for a credit card at his local bank, and he puts his credit application form in, and the teller processes it through the system, and a siren goes off, and Homer Simpson says, "Is that good?" And the bloke said, "Have you ever known anything good that sounded by a siren? You know, has anything ever? Has the sound of a siren ever represented anything good?" And I think that's the first occasion on which we've had a siren to say there is no protest.
I think they might have just been checking to see if it was working. Might be gearing up for something a little bit later on in the day, just in case. Let's try Robbie Auber now at Mildura for his thoughts on race 5 up there.
Thanks, Rob. Runners on the track here for the first leg of the Quad Extra. Interesting betting affair. The favourite in the ring is number 3, OK Marie, a horse that has won at his last few outings. He's a smart customer. He does begin quickly, but he will have to hold out number 4 From the Downs, who also begins very fast. And number 2, Perfect Berkeley Star and Perfect Odds also come out quick. So it should be a great charge for the early lead. However, I did sum it up in just the 2. Number 3, OK Marie, and 4 From the Downs. I felt they were the class runners of the field, and they should fight out race number 5. I've worked out a small Quad Extra for our viewers at home, Rob. In the first leg, I'll take number 3, OK Marie, and 4 From the Downs. In the second leg, I'll stay with number 9, Nicholas Branagh, 1 out. I think he's a class runner. He's an M8 horse, a Metropolitan 8 horse against horses that haven't won in town. So he should have the class on his side. So we'll go 1 out, Nicholas Branagh, in the second leg. We've gone a little bit wider in the third and fourth legs. In the third leg, I've taken numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. My top pick in the third leg is number 5, Toy Master. And the final leg, which is a standing start, a fair interesting race, I've taken numbers 1, 5, 6, 7, 11 and 13. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 11 and 13 in the final leg of the Quad Extra. That's a total of $36 investment. My top pick in the last leg is number 5, Adios Reviewed. So that's if you want to trim it up and not spend as much money. But $36, we should go fairly close. An interesting affair, as we did mention, runners on the track here for race number 5. I did feel that OK Marie and From the Downs were the 2 horses to beat in race 5. The tote dividends of the previous event, the winner, number 11, Miss Famous, our second selection, returned $8.30 and $2.70. Second, number 1, which was Perot, we found it in our top 3 picks, $1.80. And third, number 3, Rough Reality, $3.60. The running double, $35.50. The Quinella returned $11.70. And the trifecta, $258.50. A great crowd here at Mildura this afternoon, Rob. It's very warm conditions. It's around 33 degrees, and so far it's been a great day.
I was just about to ask you for a weather report, Robbie. Any coconuts on the tree behind you by any chance?
No, I've been keeping my eye on that tree, but I haven't seen any coconut or any grapes or any type of fruit at this stage, but I'm hopefully the locals will come good later on in the afternoon.
Robbie, there's something up in that tree there. If it's not a coconut, I can tell you it's a beehive. We're just having a close-up shot at the moment up in that tree, so just don't go and stand underneath it, whatever you do.
All right, I'll stay right away from it, Rob.
Thanks, Robbie. We're up there live at Mildura this afternoon, 33 degrees.
I think that's the well-known pineapple palm.
It did look a bit like a pineapple too, to be quite honest. The next here, Ross, race 5, and the first of the exactas here this afternoon.
Yeah.
The Casino Canberra. I'll leave this to you because I know how much of a casino buff you are to perhaps have a look at the totes.
Yes. We've got a favourite here in the top weight, Son of Raj, paying $4.80. The other ones they're interested in, number 10, Straight Star, which has got Nifty Neville Wilson on it. And the same sort of theory might apply to him. Would he come all the way here if he wasn't going to ride a winner? $7.40 for number 2, Bay Strike, and $7.70 for number 3, Suit the Office. They're the only 4 under double figures. If you're scouting outside that, I suppose you would throw in number 6, Royal Scoundrel, with Rod Griffiths riding. And, of course, he's riding like a demon at the moment. So
suit the officer's stablemate to that other horse we gave a little bit of a chance to, number 8 Jamestown, that we didn't throw in our trifectas.
Yes, please.
Just to remind you in a roundabout fashion. And there's a good push for it on track too, just quietly.
Are we going? Is there really? All right. Are we going to have another lash at the trifecta here?
Why not? Whose turn is to go first this time?
I think it's me. Oh, have a look here. Here we go. Now this is the horse that ran last in the last race. It's just coming in now. It's obviously quite clearly distressed. I'm going to say that that's Kabuki under the earlier provisions, Rob, whereby it's the only bit of Japanese culture we know. So it's Kabuki.
And it's we can't pick up the microphone down there. I don't know whether it's singing into that microphone or whether it's a silent act. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but it's I think it's possibly a Chinese dragon. And
there's a few of them down there actually.
And I think what's happened is that used to be a dragon that was significantly longer and it had about 20 people. But they've had